Hello, and welcome to OOI How-To, a video series that shows you how to access and use all the cool data available from the Ocean Observatories Initiative. In this video, we will take you on a brief tour of the Ocean Observatories Initiative's online data portal, available at ooinet.oceanobservatories.org. The data portal serves as the primary place to access processed quality control data from the OOI. On the portal, you can learn more about the platforms and instruments that have been deployed over time. You can browse through the catalog of available data streams. You can generate quick plots to see what data is available, and you can make download requests for processed OOI data. Before we dive into the site, it's important to note that you will need to create an OOI account and log in before you can download data. However, you do not need an account if you are just going to browse the site or make quick plots. To log in or register, simply click on Login in the navigation bar in the top right, and then click on Login again. If your university or organization is part of the CI Logon network, or if you have a Google account, you can log in using CI Logon. Otherwise, you can create an account directly on the data portal and log in using your own email address and password. For more information on logging in, please check out the video Logging into OOINet. For now, I'm going to log in with my email address. Starting on the homepage of the portal, you will see a list of the 7 OOI research arrays, as well as a map showing the location of each array. Clicking on an array's name or on its location on the map will bring up more information about that array, including array diagrams, photos, and a list of the sites that are part of that array. Sites can include moorings, seafloor nodes, and mobile assets. The map on the right will also zoom in to show you how the sites are arranged in the array. To go back to the full list of arrays, simply click on the blue bar at the top that contains the array name. Let's take a deeper look at the Pioneer array. Notice how each map point is highlighted as you hover over each site. Similarly, the corresponding site is highlighted when you hover over each map point. To learn more about a specific site, simply click on its name. Let's take a look at the Pioneer Array's Central Inshore Profiler Mooring. The site page features a map on the right showing where the site is located within the array. Underneath the map, you will find a diagram of the mooring or node. On the left is a list of all the instruments available at this site grouped by node. Let's open up the Wirefouling Profiler node. Here we have a list of instruments including the deployment depths and the start and end times of available data. The icons next to each instrument will take you to the data stream catalog or the asset management entry for this instrument. Let's click on the Data Access and Plotting icon for the CTD. This brings up the data catalog with the Pioneer Array Central Inshore Profiler Mooring CTD data streams already highlighted. You can also access the data catalog by going to the Science menu and selecting Data Access and Plotting. If we enter Pioneer Central Inshore Profiler CTD into the search box, we can find the same 2 data streams as before. The search box allows you to search for any of the text you see in the table, which makes it really handy to find a subset of instruments you're interested in. The data stream catalog provides a comprehensive list of all the different data streams there are in the system. For this CTD instrument, if we scroll over a bit and look at the delivery method column, we will see that there are actually 2 different streams available. The first one is the telemetered stream. Essentially, this is the stream that has real-time data when it's available. The other includes recovered data that is processed after the instrument is recovered, which is generally every 6 to 12 months depending on the array. In most cases, you will probably want to choose the telemetered or streamed option in the case of cable data in order to access real-time scientific data. For some instruments, the recovered streams when they are available may have higher resolution data, but only since the instrument was last recovered. The other columns in the data catalog tell you more about the deployment depth of the instrument, its deployed latitude and longitude, the reference designator, which is essentially the instrument's ID code that is used within the OOI system, as well as the start and end time range for which the system has available data. At the beginning of each row, you'll see some icons with actions you can take with each selected data stream. The icon on the left allows you to select a data stream for plotting, which we'll get to in a minute. If you are logged in, the second icon will bring up the data download dialog. Using this form, you can request processed data in NetCDF, CSV, or JSON formats. This form is also available in the plotting interface. The third icon will take you to the asset management interface for this instrument. Finally, some datasets are only available on external sites. This includes seismic and hydrophone data, which are available on IRIS, and camera data, which is currently only available in the raw data archive. In these cases, the fourth icon will be available to take you to those places. Let's go ahead and add the first stream to the plotting interface. Clicking on the plus icon adds the stream to the list above. Next, we can click on the Plotting tab, which brings up the plotting interface. On this page, you can choose the date range of data you are interested in, and you can choose the plot type, as well as some other styling options if you'd like to customize your graph a bit. You can also use the QA/QC feature to flag data points that have failed QC tests. And of course, on the left, you can specify which data parameters you'd like to include in the plot. For now, I'm just going to select time for the x-axis and seawater pressure for the y-axis. Let's click Plot to see what we get. By default, the last week of available data for the stream will automatically be included, and that's what we see here. Now, it's important to note that when viewing plots, the data provided by the system may be decimated or downsampled, as we can see here. For a profiler, we would expect a pressure record to be continuous between the lower and upper depths. This plot doesn't make a lot of sense, but if we change the plot type to scatter, and then click and drag on the plot to zoom into shorter time periods, we can now see the high-resolution data collected around individual profiles. There's a number of other features available in the plotting interface, and if you're interested in learning more about them, please check out the video, Plotting Data in OOI.net. Once you have a dataset you are interested in, you can download it to your computer for further analysis. Simply click on the download link. You can alter the selected date range if you like, and you can also choose to download the data as JSON, CSV, or NetCDF formatted file. If you choose JSON or NetCDF, you can also choose whether or not you would like metadata or quality flags included in the file. Once you have made your selection, click on Download button. When your files are ready, you will receive an email with further instructions on where to download your data. Now let's take a quick look at some of the other features in the data portal. Also underneath the Science menu, you'll see a link for cameras, which will take you to the real-time HD camera for axial C-mount. In the future, additional links for the still cameras will also be added. If you're interested in viewing real-time streaming data from the cable array, you can go to the Streaming Data page in the Science menu. The Streaming Data menu will take you to the plotting page for streaming data coming from the cabled instruments. On this page, we can select a specific data stream on the left, which will bring up a streaming plot of data on the right. As we can see, it automatically updates every few seconds. If you want to change which parameters are displayed, first click the Stop button. Then choose the parameters you want. When you click play, the plot will begin refreshing again with the latest data for the parameters you've selected. In the future, we hope to add additional Science menu items for cruise data, hydrophone, sonar, seismic data, and still cameras, so stay tuned. The last menu item is for asset management, and in this section you can find additional information for all the instruments and moorings the OOI has. This section also contains a comprehensive list of the OOI cruises and deployments for each asset. Let's take a quick look at the deployments page. Currently, this page will display a list of deployments at the bottom, once you have selected a specific platform, node, and instrument above. You can simply click on an item, or you can use the search box. Let's say we're interested in some glider data at Pioneer. We can enter Mobile Pioneer into the box, which brings up a list of gliders in the nodes columns. Clicking on the specific glider serial number brings up the list of instruments that the glider has, as well as the deployments for all the instruments on the bottom. If we choose a specific instrument like the CTD, the deployments list shows just the deployments for that instrument, including the deployed latitude and longitude location and the start and end dates of the deployment. Finally, if you ever need any help, don't forget about the Help, Glossary, and Fact links in the navigation bar. These will take you to additional resources where you can learn more about the OOI and how to access data. And of course, if you run into any trouble or have any questions about the data portal, please email the help desk at help@oceanobservatories.org and we'll be happy to assist. Have fun playing with the OOI data portal.